Does this look like an integration by parts problem? Not to me, but it is. It doesn't look like we have a couple things multiplied together. First of all, it's definitely not U substitution. What would the inner function be? I don't know. And it doesn't look like integration by parts, but again, it is. So I'm going to go for the obvious, and I'm going to do it wrong because I think there's benefit in doing something wrong so you can learn in the process. So if you're looking at this and saying, well, why don't we identify this as two things multiplied together and the other one, and one of them is 1, the other one. One of them is 1. Then let's go ahead and identify U and dV. So U is something, dV is something. And I'm going to say, excuse me, that dV is the natural log of x dx, and that U is 1. Because based on our rules, we're supposed to say that U is the simple thing that becomes easier when it becomes simpler when you take the derivative of it. So that would just be 0 du. Then that gives me V, which would be the antiderivative of natural log of x. Okay, so here's the deal. I need the antiderivative of the natural log of x, and that's what they were asking me in the first place. So in the process of doing it, I needed the answer to the question to do it. That's not going to work. So let's switch some things up. Let's try this differently. Let's say that U is the natural log of x, and dV is 1 dx. You can leave the 1 off. Antiderivative of 1 is, well, x. Just x. Oops, wrote that in the wrong place. Wow. The derivative of U is 1 over x dx. There we go. We got everything straight now? Yeah, I think so. All right, derivative of natural logs, 1 over x. That is correct. Let's start putting things into this formula. And so the integral of U dV, natural log, and 1 dx. Again, the 1 is there just so we could be like, oh, I am multiplying by something. And that is equal to, let's switch colors here because that blue ink is about gone. UV. UV, so x ln x. So ln x times x is not ln x squared. Minus the integral of V du. And there it is. Okay, something really cool is about to happen. X times 1 over x is just 1, right? Okay, so we really have x ln x minus the integral of 1 dx. Okay? Antiderivative of 1 is x, so we have x ln x minus x plus c. And that's it. That is the derivative. I want to prove to you that this works. And the best way to just to prove it is to check your answer and make sure, well, that it works. So let's do it. I'm going to switch colors here for a second. Let's go green. If I'm going to take the derivative of this, I better get ln. Okay? So the question really is, what's the antiderivative of ln? Or, let's rephrase it, the derivative of what will give me a natural log? It's not obvious. So product rule here, f prime g plus f g prime minus the derivative of x, which is 1. And that leaves me 1 ln x plus 1 minus 1, which is ln x. Boom. It works. Clever, huh?